How do you become a greater leader? How do you actually inspire people not just to follow you, but to engage in your vision, your passion, the things that you care about? How do you get people to want to join your team and be a part of your movement? In this video, you're going to find out exactly how to be a fantastic, phenomenal leader. First of all, being a great leader starts with being a good follower. If you're not able to learn from someone else, if you're not able to listen to when other people talk, you're probably never going to be a great leader. It's very difficult for someone to really paint the path for someone else or to help other people go in a certain direction if they themselves can't listen, if they themselves can't actually be there for them. So leading, first of all, starts with listening. It really begins with you making a conscious decision saying, you know what, I care about people and I want to help them and I want to somehow give something to them that is of more value than what I'm going to get in exchange. This is really the key right here. It's about giving more than you're taking. A great leader is always giving 60, 70, 80% of the value in the relationship. And everybody who's a part of that movement is mostly just getting stuff for free, so much value that then when they give something in exchange, like them supporting you or standing behind you, it's such a small thing. It's almost like you guilt people into being on your team, being on your side, following you, because you're giving all so much all the time. It's impossible for people not to want to be on your side. See, many people have this misconception that leadership is about manipulating or trying to get something from people. You know, getting followers and having people praise you and like you and admire you. But that's not what leadership is about at all. It's about service, it's about giving, it's about sharing with other people and having the charisma, of course, to be able to engage them and have them listen to you and want to take part in what you're offering. But it's so important to realize that the key really is to give, not take. Somebody who takes is called a leech and can never be a great leader because even if they succeed for a little while, eventually people will catch on. It's okay to make offers. It's okay to have something that, you know, your followers or the people that are on your team can buy from you or some service that you're providing to them. That's great. But at the same time, never go away from the core mission, which is giving and sharing and contributing. The greatest leaders of our planet, of all time, have always been all about giving more than they receive. They want to bring some great contribution into this world and they're passionate about it, they're fired up about it, they have so much energy, it's infectious. It's difficult not to be, you know, a follower, somebody who wants to support them when you can see that this is so important, it's so crucial to them and they really stand behind everything that they say and do. Leadership really comes down to self-belief and you knowing that you're doing the right thing. When you have the right intentions, it's very easy to get people on your side. When you really know that what you're doing is what you're supposed to be doing, it's almost impossible not to have people want to follow you and have people actually want to team up and join. And if you want to apply this to your daily life, the number one thing to do is to use intention. Before every activity, before every conversation, just ask yourself, what's my intention here? What am I actually trying to accomplish? What do I want this to lead to? Leading is a moment-by-moment thing, not something that you do once and then run away from. It's something that you do consistently in your life in every area, whether it's with your family or with your friends or with the team that you're building or with the company that you're in. Regardless of the environment, regardless of the people that are around you, leadership is really someone you are. It's not just something you do every once in a while. And so you always have to be developing it, sharpening it, because just like an axe, if your leadership is dull, you're going to spend a lot of time chopping anything down. It's going to be very difficult for you to make progress if you're not sharp. And so really developing your leadership is about reading more. It's about taking courses and classes. It's about getting coached. And I myself have done all those things consistently for the last 5 years, and that's when my leadership skills have really exploded and improved so much that I can run a company, that I can have team members, that I can lead my clients to extremely successful results. And by the way, if you'd like to experience that, if you'd like me to lead you and help you with your life, jump on over to ringraphael.com and you can set up a free 30-minute call with me so we can map out a strategy for how to get your life to the next level. Again, I invite you to talk to me by going to ringraphael.com so that we can meet and have a conversation one-on-one. Finally, if you really want to stand out as a leader, it's about being different. Don't conform, don't take the same style as somebody else, don't copycat, be different. Some leaders, they're more low-key, they're more relaxed. They're not super energetic and jumping around all the time, they're very casual. Other leaders are very firm and strict, and they require a certain dress code in their company, or they want people to use certain words, and really they're just very, very rigid. No matter what type of leader you are, the really important thing is to be authentic, who you are, not trying to be someone that you're not, because that's never going to come off. Remember, there's only one of you, and if you try to be someone else, you're wasting that talent and that potential as a leader. You see, the greatest leader that you'll ever become is when you are truly being authentic, truly being you, truly expressing your deepest beliefs and opinions instead of trying to do something that you think people will like. I used to put on a character. I used to try to look good, and that backfired. The moment that I got authentic with my audience, the moment that I started being real, more and more people started showing up and being interested in what I was talking about. More and more people started to join my team. My company grew, my client list grew. Everything started growing when I became more of the real me. So the ultimate leadership is, first of all, leading yourself into being authentic, into being who you are, not pretending, not faking, because people can smell that from a mile away, and you really don't want to be that person. So become the best leader you can be by becoming the authentic, powerful you that's really inside. Follow your heart and your gut feeling. Don't try to overthink everything with your mind, because it'll only slow you down, and it usually comes off as manipulation, and you really, really want to avoid that at all costs, because that will just turn people off. It'll make them not want to listen to you, and it will drive them away. But when you're really being you, it's very difficult for someone to not want to join you. It's very difficult for someone not to follow. It's very difficult for someone not to listen, because it's real, it's authentic. And that really hits people's hearts instead of their heads. And the best way to lead is with your heart, helping other people feel their heart, being authentic to who they are, following their passions, and you leading from that place is going to inspire people the very most.